Welcome to Tire Foam Gaming, where I'm here to show you my builds, share my tips, and probably build something not quite right. But we'll have some fun along the way. Alright, welcome back. More Satisfactory coming to you from Black Spine Operations, where we are converting crude oil into fuel and power, and soon plastic. So I've got some expansion that I've done here. I had 12 refineries here. I've now got 24. I'm only using 12 right now to process all of the oil from that I can extract here at Black Spine. 12 more in reserve to process that. I have no idea what I need to do to get there, but I just reserved 12 of them, and I'm pretty sure that will be enough. I'm running 24 generators with this bank of 12 here. The train is coming in right now as we speak into Black Spine. Dropping off. I decided to use the tanker setup. I think that looks really cool. So those are all running directly into this building here with 8 refineries that are running and making fuel to power 16 generators in this building over here. So this episode, I'm going to go through some of my train stuff and expand my train section here so I can handle this plastic. So what I want to do is run another train. So this train just runs between these two stations along this track. So I want to also now run a train from here, from Black Spine, and run that back to my main base. And that will deliver plastic that my oil, that Black Spine is making. So I've got the logic set up here. I've been playing with paths and blocks and getting that figured out. And now I need to do another train station out over this way. So Black Spine is this station here. This is what is delivering oil. I've got enough room for 4 tankers on this thing. And I've got some blocks and paths working through here and an intersection that's set up. So the intersection needs a block at the entry and the exit of each one. These train tracks are set up as, these railways are set up as driving on the right-hand side. So Black Spine comes off of the rail over there and stops in here and then loops back and goes along back the other way. So because of that, you need blocks. So I've got a block right here that I'm standing next to that's blocking this intersection. So if there is a train in this intersection, like if this one is coming out of Black Spine and going back to get more oil, then this will be blocked and will not let a train in. So that's the one intersection coming in. The other one is this temporary-ish station that's probably just going to be 1, maybe 2 freight trains. But this is coming in from back that way towards Nebula Sanctum, towards my space elevator way up there and way out there. And this is controlled by a pathing node. So there's a path right there, there's a block right here, and there's another block right here. There's also a block. The blocks for my intersection are taking care of the other blocks that are needed because this does loop all the way around and will loop back onto itself. So you need 2 blocks after a path on either whatever path you have. I have 2 paths here. So if it's going through this way, this will be blocked or allow for another path to come through this way. If you are not stopping at this station, perchance, it'll still run this way. Then once this loads up with plastic, it'll loop back around through this intersection and continue on back down towards Nebula Sanctum. If this train hasn't cleared this whole section all the way back to where the T is going to be that goes off into Nebula Sanctum, this will remain blocked, and then any other trains will wait here. And if there's a train waiting here, then this will be blocked here as well, because this is an input into the intersection, and it will not allow one to come in. So I'm gonna try to show an example of that. All right, so I've put in a train here inside the intersection going along here. Imagine it's actually gonna be running through, or maybe it is blocked because of that other train that's making its way to Nebula Sanctum. But anyway, it's stuck in the intersection, so this one will be blocked. There's a train right there, so a train will stop here and not crash into it. A train coming out of Black Spine is also blocked because there is a train in this intersection. Now if I run down here, turn around quick, I can still go into Black Spine. Okay? And if I look at my path is also blocked because there's a train stuck in there. So whichever way the path is trying to get to, it's going to analyze all of the different ways that it can go, and we'll block it if there's a block along the path, which is 2, I believe it's only 2 blocks. That's what I'm think is how it works. All right, let me just take this train out. I'll throw in another train after the intersection. Going that way. All right, so the train is in there. Now this one is blocked because there's a train there. This one over here is not blocked because there's a block over here. So a train can continue into this intersection, but it will stop here because that's being blocked. If I look at this block, we are green because there is no train between here and that block, nothing in the intersection. If I look at this one, it's green because there's nothing between these 2 blocks. All right, and then green to get into the station because there's another block there. If I look at the path, it's going to look 2 blocks ahead and it's blocked because that train is blocking it. So as I expand this some more, I will need some more blocks ahead just to allow traffic to flow better, because right now, while the plastic train runs its way back to Nebula Sanctum, this train could be blocked, but there's no reason for this train to be blocked because it can do its path. This isn't smart enough to know what the whole path is that it's actually going around that way, I think. So I'm going to wait for the train to come in here, and I'm going to see if it will actually go through. All right, so the train came through, and I guess the logic is smart enough. So it is analyzing the path of where that train is going to go, and is deciding that it's going to be able to make it because the path is clear of where that train wants to go. I guess if I had another train that was going to go along this rail, that was going to go back to Nebula Sanctum and not go and loop back around, it would probably stop here. All right, let's drive this train back to Nebula Sanctum area, and you get to see a little bit what my train looks like, my train railway. Okay, so this is the area I think I'm gonna make my more central train station area, right out over here, actually. All right, well, I've got a place picked out and laid down a fairly large pad in order to accommodate a train area. This is an old rail that I'm probably going to decommission, but what I'm going to do is where the rail is flat here along these 3 sections, that's where I can tee off. So I'm going to tee directly off that way, come over this way, and then come down over here right into the side and have start building some train stations along here. And I'm thinking that since this rail is coming in this way, I'll have the stations going along this way. Well, I think I've got this set up. I'm going to do some tests here, but I have an intersection down towards my main base, and I've ran another railway going up and around over to more of a central station that has 3 depots in it. And this intersection has blocks going in and coming out on both sides, on all sides, and I think that will keep traffic from colliding inside of here. So let's see, I've got that switch set up, and let's see if this will go over into it. Now this should block here. The block came up. Now this block should go in. Now we should go into our central station over here to drop off our goods. So it's going to go left and left, and it should take us into the right one. Now over here, if I can stop in time, I've set up a few different blocks. So I only have blocks going out of a train station and blocks going in. So since I have a train over there right now, these are all blocked, so nothing will be allowed to leave the station until the next train clears. And it does clear a block over here, so as soon as it clears here, then the next train can leave the station. And then I have blocks going in, so if there is a train already in the station, then it will block before it goes into the station. Alright, so we're going to run through this train, and it should take us back around the outside and take us along this whole thing. And I like that I have a train trestle thing right here. I think that's pretty cool. It adds to the little home base section. Alright, so once I'm down here, it's actually going to run back the other way. And I want to give it the option of running in too, so I'm going to make that more of a T intersection. So right now I have this set up to do a couple different things, and we're just going to go ahead and enable self-driving. This is going to go to my plastic, and then Nebula Sanctum A1, plastic, and then A2. So let's just let this drive. Alright, so now we are coming back into my plastic. This should loop back into here. Yeah, we're stopping. We are heading in. And I only have one freight car set up for this one. And I have some expansion in here, so I could do 4 of them. If I wanted to have, I'll have like some more stops somewhere else for like other minerals along the way. There's some nodes up in there. Alright, now we're heading back to Nebula Sanctum. We'll see if we go into the right one. A2. A2. All right, here we go. Yeah, we are going into A2, unloading our stuff. Back to our plastic loop. Not too bad. Working well. Ooh, the other train's in the station. Let's see if we go at the same time or not. That'll be interesting. It looks like it's getting ready to go, maybe. Oh, here we go. That's gonna go, but I think it's blocked. All right, we're going. Yeah, we got out of there in time. And actually, I think that intersection's fine. I don't have it going in all 4 directions, which I think I still could do. I made a T-type intersection. I still need to clean it up. It's kind of weird, curvy. Train just went in. Now it's coming back out. This should go to blocked. And I want to see which way it's going to go. All right, here we go. Blocked, and we go back to the left. There is an option for it to go to the right if I had, like, I think it uses the shortest path just to get to wherever it needs to go in the shortest path possible. But that works, and we have a funny looking T intersection here. So I'm working on this T intersection. The train just came through and almost ran me over, but I don't have the connection going back to that way yet. So I think when it comes out here, it's going to go down this way and go the long way, all the way around the whole circuit. All right, so I think it can't get back to the station because there's no entry to the station along that track. You have to go through this way because I only have a one-way ticket to get in. I can just see it sitting there waiting. So let me hook this up over to here, and I bet it's gonna go. Yep, now we're moving. All right, so a better looking T section. I have to do one more thing here, and that's just hook this one up to this one, and that is it. This looks a lot nicer too. And I gotta make sure I add in all my blocks too. So I'm gonna do that too. All right, see you next time.